pleasant day to each and everyone, especially to our very own subject teacher in ICT2, Mr. Christian Alibo. A pleasant day to you, sir. So before anything else, let me introduce myself first. By the way, my name is Julius B. Vito from BTLAD HA1A, and I am your discussant for today's video. What I am going to do now is I will discuss to you the current problems in ICT for educational purposes and how it can be addressed or solved. And what are the things that are wanted to learn in ICT that will be very useful and applicable for teaching and in teaching. So now, let us find out what are the current problems in ICT for educational purposes. First problem is the slow speed of computers. A slow computer is likely because you have too many programs running. This takes up a lot of processing power and impacts performance and speed. There are two ways to fix this. Firstly is decreasing the number of programs running, and secondly, increasing your computer's memory and processing power. Second problem of ICT is the signal problem in internet. Slow internet connection is a big barrier for students and for teachers. There are many ways that a lack of internet access can affect a student's academic performance. Students without internet can connect with teachers or classmates, do independent research, or get online homework help. For families, not having internet access can mean missing out on information or losing out on a direct line of communication with schools and teachers. One of the biggest problems faced by the students without internet problems or internet access at home is their inability to complete homework. Homework has long been a source of hot debate within the education community. Should homework be assigned? Those who say yes argue that homework allows students to continue learning at home and prepare them for the rigors of college. And others claim that homework is unfair. Home is not an even playing field. And some students have access to more resources and a better environment for completing homework. We, as students, are involved with people affected by poor internet connection. This is what we are facing in the current situation, because sometimes the connection is full bar, but there is no internet connection. Students are often affected, especially when we take the online examination. We suddenly find that the internet connection is lost. So often, we cannot pass on time, and sometimes it is gone, and the time of taking examination through online form is over for our academic performance quizzes and other about academic level studies. The effects of poor internet connection to students can cause of headache, stress, irritation, and pressure in the academic performance. What could be the possible solution for this? If we are struggling our internet connection, these 4 ways are very applicable and helpful. There are 4 ways on how we can fix slow internet connection. First is power cycle your modem and router. Second is move your router to another location. Third one is use the internet during off-peak hours. And lastly is upgrade your internet plan. Another current problems in ICT is virus threats. Virus threats will greatly affect students academically, especially in terms of research activities. There are so many hackers spreading everywhere. One major cause of this ICT virus is you entered a link, visited an infected website, opening spam email or an email attachment, installing mainstream software, also applications without thoroughly reading license agreements, and sharing music files or photos with others. So, the big question is, how can a computer viruses removed? Antiviruses have made great progress in being able to identify and prevent the spread of computer viruses. When a device does become infected, though, installing an antivirus solution is still your best bet for removing it. Once installed, most software will conduct a scan for the malicious program. Once located, the antivirus will present options for its removal. The last current problems in ICT for educational purposes is the load shedding. So what do you mean by the word load shedding? Load shedding is the act or practice of temporarily reducing the supply of electricity to an area to avoid overloading the generators. What is the negative impact of load shedding in the lives of learners or students? Load shedding has a negative impact on the lives of learners to a great extent because without electricity, it is difficult to go online. Students are unable to access their phones for data due to lack of signal. Along with this, load shedding can be a hindrance in the preparation of students' examination. So how can load shedding be solved? The first step for load shedding be solved is to switch off all unnecessary appliances and lights. Second, use natural light in class or other rooms where possible. And moving forward, the things that I wanted to learn in ICT that could be very useful and applicable in teaching is to create a presentation software. It is very useful in teaching, especially when we are presenting a discussion or somewhat related to school activities. Thus, ICTs in the teaching and learning environment will contribute in molding learners from a younger age until maturity when they are able to join the workforce. Studies done have shown the adoption of ICT in the teaching and learning process benefits students through improving the problem-solving skills, improve comprehension skills, improve their reasoning, make them innovative, and make them to be part of the global society by improving their competitive urge to succeed, thus overall improvement in reasoning. That would be all for today's video. Thank you and God bless us all.